All right, next up, West Virginia and Kansas. We've got Kansas 11.5-point home favorites in this game, and the total right now 55, pretty much across the board. Uh, this is that shows you how crazy college football can be. Obviously, with West Virginia, we saw them, just a couple weeks ago against Ohio, and really couldn't get much of anything done against the Ohio Bobcats. Struggled mightily in that game, and yet here they were and last week against Pitt, and obviously they had themselves one heck of a game. 31-24. They end up pulling the upset. It was a totally different looking West Virginia team. Marchiol was a lot better throwing the football in that game. They got Ty Edwards going on the ground. He gashed that Pitt defense. And that was big, right? The run game got going a little bit to help out Marchiol a bit. And like I said, they still got shredded in the secondary by Holstein, but the good news is the run defense was better. We'll see how they fare here against Kansas, who obviously are coming off the Missouri loss 2 weeks ago. It's a bye week for Kansas and for Lance Leipold, so they have extra time to prepare here in this game. Big emotional win against Pitt, but now going on the road, and just the one road game this year for West Virginia, and that's when they lost as favorites to Ohio. You got Kansas off a bye, off a tough loss to a really good Missouri. Missouri could be really good with Bo Perbula at quarterback. He's obviously played very well for them. But before that, they crushed both Wagner and Fresno State at home. This is the first year of that brand new stadium for Kansas this year. And look, West Virginia did beat Kansas last year by a score of 32-28. Although the year before, few years ago, Kansas got the 55-42 win against West Virginia. I don't know if I love this spot for West Virginia. I think after the big win against Pitt, I'm a little bit worried. They were a rested team, off a loss, at home, off a bye week. It's lined up pretty nicely from a situational standpoint for Kansas. It's a question of, do I want to lay 11.5 or not? But I lean that way. I do lean to laying the points here. C-Mac, what do you think?
That's the thing in this game. I think that's good for Kansas. Off the bye, rested at home.
Yeah.
But this line's too big. This line's too big. This line's too big. It is to me, and maybe that's why a little bit because of that. I thought this should be a touchdown. I just think there's a West Virginia. I think is going to be a lot better. These games are always kind of close between Kansas and West Virginia, and I still don't trust Dan. I know he's looked a lot better, and they got shredded in that game, and they were up early against Missouri, and kind of just let go. The defense looked pretty bad. So to me, everything looks to Kansas, but I couldn't do it. I'd only be on West Virginia in this game.